First thing is that financial burden on public organization has increased. Like say when we have to implement RTI, for RTI implementation, you have to maintain records properly. The records maintenance will demand that you should have some basic infrastructure for record maintenance. Record maintenance, record keeping, file maintenance, file keeping. Information should be prepared in such a format that it should be disclosed to people. Since it was not a culture in past, now you have to have a culture. So then they would have to have some physical infrastructure for that. Then at the same time, let's say they have to appoint PIO, additional functionary, public information officer, then additional public information officer, APIO. So then human resource burden on them. So a sort of, let's say that it imposes financial burden on public organizations without extra budgetary allocation. So when we implemented RTI, we did not give additional budgetary allocation to public agencies for this implementation. When there will be fiscal, let's say burden, human resource burden, it will affect efficiency because already they are running short of workforce and finances. Public organizations have high level of vacancies, you should know that. When judiciary has a very high level of vacancies, leave alone other such organizations. Yes. So that can be considered one aspect. Then it increases basically, let's say, petitions, that's a number of petitions and representing those petitions in the courts, or even let's say that information commissions. That will further affect efficiency. But they are, let's say, more quantitative points. The most important point is this: risk avoidance, risk aversion. That till yesterday you had a culture of secrecy, and from today you have a culture of transparency. Bureaucracy is habituated to maintain secrecy. It is habituated to not get scrutinized by public, and therefore when RTI is introduced, so then risk aversion. So it has a story like this, that file notings you have to understand. So there are file notings, and those file notings are also part of RTI. If there is a hierarchy in organization and you have joint secretary and above going to secretary level, so when they have to take decisions, they have to give remarks related to the files going to them. Those remarks, their views, they have to express a view on that particular subject, and those views are known as file notings. And file notings are also part of RTI. Like suppose ki Agnipath has been taken as a policy. Now which officer has given which view on that when this policy was made? So certainly the policy could have gone through a process, and hence officers could have given their own views on that. Some officers may have given negative view, some officers may have given positive view. So they are also becoming part. Now let's say since know that they know that their views can be part of RTI, means it can be exposed, therefore they have become risk aversive. They do not want that their views should go into public. It became controversy when RTI was introduced. After introduction of RTI in 2006, government brought a notice, DOPT brought a notice that file notings would not be part of RTI. That resulted into civil society outcry. They protested that government now it has brought RTI and it is trying to from backdoor restrict RTI. Therefore, Central Information Commission issued order to government that you remove file notings notice from your website. Then you should know that President APJ Abdul Kalam, P. Chidambaram, and then now in present government, they have expressed their views that RTI is affecting efficiency in administration. Because of transparency culture, officers are apprehensive about taking risky decisions. And that is how it is most important aspect. Since even the President has expressed his view on that, it is affecting. Others that have also expressed, and that is how this debate is started, that is how the question was also asked. So that is what we can talk on support side. It means we should accept that yes, it affects efficiency, or it has affected efficiency because of the burden on the public agencies. At the same time, we did not have a culture where risk was appreciated. Rather, we have a culture where risk is discouraged, or bona fide error, mala-fide error concept, if you know. The bona fide error, mala-fide error, we don't have a culture where we appreciate bona fide error. Rather, we have a culture where if you have any such error, all such errors are seen from the same perspective. An investigating agency, you know how they treat like anything. Be it enforcement directorate, again the debate has started on its powers, etc. And then investigating agencies used to know that. And in our country, raids and arrests are considered essential first step to deal against any such issue.